Hey Jerry, can you hear me? Okay. Okay, guys, if you can hear me, and I'm on both Zoom and YouTube, but I suggest you to go to the YouTube. If you don't have the YouTube link, and I may just I put it on the chat box in the Zoom meeting chat box, so you can go to the YouTube. So I'm going to mute me on the Zoom, and if you have any question and if you need my help, you can send help on the Zoom chat box. So I'm going to help you. Okay. If you are ready, please just put something on the chat box so we can start. All right. Okay. Now, awesome. And today, in case someone is new today, so I'm going to do the same thing, the same routine. And the first thing is because we learn from the website called W3 Schools. So if you are the first time to be here, and you just go to your browser like Chrome or IE or Firefox, whatever browser you like, and you just type in W3 Schools, and then you hit enter, and the first one come up is www.w3schools.com. So you click on this link and you go to its homepage, and there's some tutorials here, and you click on tutorial and go to programming. We are going to learn Python. Okay, so yeah, in case you missed the Zoom meeting ID, so I'm going to copy to you. So the Zoom should be the same, because every time I will use the same ID, same password. Okay, so yeah, we are learning from here in this w3schools.com, and to do the practice, we will use another website, and this website called Repel, INT, Repel it online Python. So I'm click on this, and the same thing, I will copy this URL and put it in the chat box in case you don't have it. Okay, so and yeah, and we use this one to learn the Python. But if you are like, you can do PyCharm or Visual Studio Code and all the other IDE. They are also good. So every time when I turn on this website, I just try something and see it work or not. So I print it, and that is the output for my first Python statement is print 1, 2, 3. So its output is normal. And let's see. We already learned the print hello world. This print is for the Python output, and we also learned something called input. The other function called input. And we also learned something about, let's see, we learned variables, and we learn numbers, which is called integer and float. What float mean here in Python basically is some decimal, like in the math, like 2.8, 3.1, or 3.14, something like this is called float. It's the data type in Python. And we use some basic function to convert from we convert from string to the number. Like we use int, and this function can help you to convert a string back to a number, or you can convert them back, like use string to convert an int back to from the number back to the string. And of course we learn string because it's the first lesson we learn. Whatever characters you type between the single quote and the double quote, we call it string. And also we learn something called multiple lines, and we have triple quote or triple double quote. So here is triple double quote. So in Python, because we can use either single quote or double quote. In some cases, you want to put a single quote inside your string, and what you can do is just like, for example, here, and I want to put a single quote here. And what you need to do, you have better to escape, use the backward slash. So let me just run it and you will see what I mean. And now it will show up like this. Because don't try to confuse Python, because if you put a single quote, it will thinking, oh, might be between here to here is a string. But if you put a backward slash, it will help the Python to understand, okay, that is basically actually is a single quote. Okay, that I will close. And then of course you know there's something called true or false, right? And yeah, we haven't covered that yet that much, but basically you already use them, because every time you do a if else or if else if, all right, let me see. And someone said they don't see anything on YouTube. Is that true? If you can't see anything, let's see. All right, if you can't see anything, just let me know. Okay, because Anya told me I don't see anything on YouTube. And how about if you see my screen on YouTube, please let me know. Just leave a message on the chat box, and I will know you saw my video. So Jerry said yes, so I assume everyone can do yes. And in case you don't, I may just copy the link again for YouTube. And once again, I didn't turn on my Zoom because my Zoom only can use 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, I have to drop off. So that's why I just use YouTube. And but in case you have some problem, I can help you out through the Zoom. All right. Yep. So yeah, once again, if you can't see anything on YouTube, please let me know. All right. So yeah, we have the true or false, right? And we didn't learn it yet, but we actually already used them because we use if this one is true, and then we are going to print this one. If this one is false, and then if you jump to the next one, like here is else. Okay, it's jump to the next one called else. And we also cover a little bit about the operators. And of course, we learn addition because you already learned in math, and I don't have to cover it. In just subtraction, multiple, divide, and there's some funny here is called modulus. And probably you already know that, but yeah, we haven't covered this one yet. And we learn equal, and in Python we use single equal to assign the value. Like example here, we assign number 5 to a variable called x. Okay, it's called assign. And we use double equal. Double equal basically is equal. So, and of course you have already used greater than, less than, or greater than or equal to. Okay, but today we're going to learn something new called list. List. Okay, so what is about a list? So here's the definition. It's just saying a list is a collection which is ordered or changeable, allows duplicate members. Yeah, and what does it mean? Well, it just means I'm going to show you here. Basically, it just means you have a whole bunch of value. So I'm going to show you here. It's just like, how about I have 2, 5, 6, and 22, and 40, 35, or 28, and how about just 1? They are separated by commas. Okay, but in order to make a list, what we need to do, we have to put a square brace. We have to put a brace to wrap them. So we wrap all these numbers or strings or floats, whatever you want to put, but as long as you separate them by the commas and wrap them by a brace, and we call it a list. So a list. So I may just put a comment here in case you don't know what is list mean. And because it's a list, and we can do a lot of things with this list. But the first thing we can do is like, how about we just short it? You can you do the shock, and you just want to see after you shock it and what will happen. And of course, we need the output here, a print function with a parenthesis, and we will see what will happen after we shock this array. And I'm going to run it and see what's the result. Oh, it's none. Am I making something wrong? Probably. So what I'm going to do is I just change a little bit here. How about just define a value called Alex? Okay. I'm going to output Alex and see what happened. Probably sometimes it won't show, but here it shows the Alex just output. Okay, and after you, so I want you guys to do the same thing on your computer, and we will explore this Alex a little bit. Okay, so once you have done, please let me know and just put it on something on the chat box, and we can move forward. You just type Alex. Okay. Just type exactly what I did here, and we will explore the links in Python. Let me know when you're done, okay?
Ready? Go!
Sorry, guys. Okay, awesome, everyone. And yeah, can I help, please? The evil ones.
Hurry up!
All right, I know someone may have some problem, but we'll continue for a little while. And after that, I'm going to help you, okay? And once again, for the variable, you don't have to name exactly what I have here. you just, for example, you can name it like A, B, C, D, or a meaningful variable name. Like here I just name Alex, or you can name L1 or L2. It's up to you, okay? So yeah, let's just continue for a little bit, and then I will come back to help you on Zoom, okay? So what we did here, we go back to the list and see what can we do with the list. So basically, the first thing is like they are talking about a list is there's index. So you may wonder what is called index. So what they tell me is like an index is like, for example, because when we set a list, it's an order correction. So it's in order. And in order, which means you should have a position. So for example, we named this one, the first position. We give it an index called 0. So you have in the position 0, they set index 0. You should access this value, number 5. And if index is 1, you will go to 6, or 2 is 22, and 5 is, is 3. Index number 3 is 35. So in Python, like the rest of the programming language, they also use the same brace, square brace here, and you just type inside the brace, you put an index. For example, I put 0, so it will show me number 5, and I'm going to run it. So it's number 5, okay? It's number 5. And what I want here is like, I want you to tell me what's the, when you do, I want to know the index of, if index is 4, what's the value of index is 4? If you already know the answer, please put it on the chat box. And if you don't, you may just change this index to 4 and run it, and you will get the answer. And once you get the answer, please let me know. Okay? And at the meantime, I will go back to Zoom and see if anyone really need my help. So I'm going to unmute everyone. So, and I wonder who is saying you need my help? Is Jesse or anyone saying okay, I'm gonna mute it one more time. Okay, I am going to mute it, and then if you want my help, please let me know. Okay? Alright, so if you need my help, let me just let you share the screen. You can share me the screen. Okay, that's good job, everyone. Yeah, if you need my help, please just share your screen, okay? On Zoom. All right, so may I know what's the issue? Please let me know. I don't know what you mean. And you can unmute yourself if you want via. Okay. So I don't think hey Yang, if you need my help, please let me know. You can unmute yourself. And okay, hey Yang, could you let me know what's the problem? Just show me. Okay, yeah, I can unmute everyone. Now, yeah, you can talk. Okay, hey Yang, could you let me know what's the problem? Just show me. Okay, yeah, I can unmute everyone. Okay, since we have to move forward, and I'm gonna help you after this video, okay? All right, sorry about that. So in case you need my help, please show me the code you have the problem. And if you're just saying I need help and I don't know what to help you, okay? So yeah, let's just continue on that. And so of course, if I put the number 4 here, you will get 28, like most of you guys already did, and I have 28, okay? And yeah, in Python, if you continue, and they have some function here. So like what I just showed you is called short. Is short, the last function, the last method. So I'm click on this, and you can see that if you do the short, and it will short all the value inside the list. So I click on the green button, and I will see. And if short, and I run it, and it will show me like this. So the BMW is go in front of the Ford. Okay, so if we do the same thing on here, and you will do a list dot sort. So, and I'll put the list again, and I'm gonna run. You see it will sort the list. This will be 1 to 35. And what I want you to do today is like, since last lesson we already learned the function called split, right? So what splits do is like we split a string, and then it will build a list. So I'm gonna show you like that. So for example, I have a list, string. So first is just a string, like as a string, like 5, 6. I may just copy it. Okay, I copied this one, and then I will, and s is a variable, and this variable you can split it, like split. You split with a string or a character called commas. And if you split it, it will go all the way to turn into a list. And let me show you what I mean. if I print this one and I'm going to run it, so you see that here is the string, and after I use the function called split, it will split and make exactly not exactly, I mean almost the same thing like what we do here. You know what I mean? So a split will return, if you call the split function, it will return a list like this. It just because here we use after we split it, it's still string, because a string is inside a single quote or double quote. But you will see that there's some space here, and I'm not going to trim this space. I may just remove the space in order to learn it. So I'm going to just do run again, and you see like this. And what we want to do is like we want to convert, and first how about we just put this split into a list, and then we are going to show it and see what happened. So what we are going to do is just copy and paste, and copy this one to replace this list, and we put it here, and now we are going to run it, and then you will get two string, two lists, and but they are all on the string because they are not number, and that's why you will see is 1 and then it's 22. It's not 1 to 5 or 6. Okay, so I want you to do exactly the same code here, like here, and you just define a new string, split them, separate them with the commas, but without any space, because we don't want a space after you split. I just want to have a string of number, like this kind of number, and you can output, and you have a string like exactly like this, and convert it to a list. And after that, I want you, of course, is the same output, same value. You would put it into a variable called a list, and we are going to shop it, and then we will print it out, and it will show like this one. But you will see it's 1, 22, 28, 35, and 5, 6. It's not what we want, but right now I want you to do exactly the same code. And if you're done, and let me know, and put a comment in the chat box so we can know you are done, and we will move forward. All right.
Ready? Go!
Okay, I think most of you guys have been done. So I may
Mission completed.
have the Sonic come out and make sure Xiaomi is not there. And now, if we go back to the W3 schools, if you see the short function and they can have some parameter, like Helen said, oh, maybe in the opposite order, but what they call is reverse. If you say reverse equal to true, okay, if you just say reverse equal to true, and then if you reverse it, and let's just do it, and in a short function here, you may just have the parameter called reverse equal to true. And let's see. And now if you reverse, and this time 6 will come first, and then go to 1. Okay, I think that's easy for you. But what you want is like, hey, I want to have these things just to be a number instead of string, because if every time it just keep saying it's string, it's pretty annoying because it's not really what we want. Okay, so you have better to convert them into a string, number, instead of keep using the string. Okay, and let's see what we can do to convert the string into number. So in order to convert the string into the number, we use something called int, the function called int, right? So we have the function called int to convert the string into a number. But here, because we are in a list, this one is a list. How am I going to convert everyone into the number? So let's go back here. And we go back to the list function, list method, and the first thing we need to do is like we have to go to each of them, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you might need to convert them into a number. So for example, you might convert them like this. For example, I have the number 5. I have the first one. For example, in this list, let me show you. Like for example, let's just have the variable called a1, and you set list 0. Okay. Maybe just a0, so we won't forget. A1 equal to list, and a2 equal to list 3. Sorry, it's 2. A3 equal to list 3. A4 equal to list number 4. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so one more. A5 equal to list number 5. So you want to convert them, each string, like 5, from the string back to a number. So we use a function called int. It's integer, and inside a parenthesis, and it will convert to the integer. So what I'm going to do is like this. And it might look stupid, but let's just do this first. And we will learn something called loop. And we will loop through the leaks. And then we will convert them very easy. But right now, I'm going to do, like we already convert each of them. And I have just a list equal to build a new list, like A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. It looks stupid, but let's just see what happened. And now it will solve it in number. Okay, so what I want you to do, you will do exactly what I did here, because we are practicing the list, and we know how to access each of them through the index. And then we convert all of them into a number, and then we rebuild it, and we have the new list. And this list, this variable, will have this one. And this is also a list, but it is not just a number, it is a variable. And this variable is like this one, A0. It will have the value called number 5. And of course, this one is number 6, number 22, 35, 28, and 1. And we are going to shop it. We use the method called shop. And you can call it a function, but what they said is like if you have a dot here, and which means this one is an object. And this object, they have the function here, and we call it's a method of this object. So we just call the swap is a method. Okay, so in this method, and they have the parameter, you can put the parameter called reverse with the value called true. And we'll cover a little bit why they use an equal here, but right now you just copy and paste this part, and we will output this list. And I want you to have the same result like mine. And this time, they should be exactly like looks like mine, because before that I know some of you guys because have different order, but this time you should have 35, 28, 22, 6, 5, 1, and that should be the right answer. Okay, so I give you like 5 minutes, you will finish this code, and we can move forward and work on our new something new. Okay, and once you have done, please let me know and put it on the comment, and we will work on that. And I'm going to start my Zoom again because I'm out of time, and we will come back on this coding. Okay, please let me know if you have done and leave a comment on the chat box.
Ready? Go! Hurry up! Mission completed.
All right. So we don't want to just convert each of them into use every statement like A0 to A5, because maybe sometimes you have a much more longer list, right? You never know. So you don't want to just do it like this one. So what we are going to do is just, I want you to remove this all of them, because we want to do it in a smarted way, and I don't want just convert them everyone, so I just remove all of them. But we still split them, and we are going to loop this list. So how to loop it in Python? You use for. It's called for loop, and let me just show you on the here. You can go back to Python, and they have the for loops. So in for loops and for a list, you just loop all of them. Okay, use for something in a list, and we are going to do the same thing. So what we want to do is like you do for, and how about just like as or you just say item in a list. So we are going to loop each of them in this list, and every time when we loop in, it just access like from the 0, like in the list from the first one, like number 5 and number 6 and 22. They're all string, right? This item is a string. So what does it mean? Is just for something in this, it means if you just keep looping and looping, and then every time it will give you one of them, like one of the element, like 5, 6, 22, 35, 28, and 1. So in this case, you can just convert them like item, convert them, right? But the other thing is like you have to have a variable or something to hold it, and this time you want to have a list to hold it. Like we already have a list, so how about you define something new called b list? Okay, we just have a list, and now here we have a b list, a list, b list. Okay, for b list we want to add this number inside into the b list. How am I going to do that? In Python, there's a method called append. We use append. Append means you can add something to the list, and they always add it to the end. Like for example, I have empty here, nothing. So I'm going to add the first one because it's number 5. I mean, after conversion, it will be number 5. And you will add 5, and then you will add 6, and you will add 22, and 35, 28, and 1. So that's how it's keep looping and jumping from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And then after that, you are going to shove it in descending and just change the elix to bilix. And of course, this time you will output a bilix. Okay? So it's much more easier, right? And because we have 6 elements here, and it will go just convert all of them using a loop to convert this list. So I'm going to run it and see what happens. And nothing changed. It should be exactly the same result. And that's what I want you to do. You just change this block and you define a new variable called blist and put a empty list. It's nothing here. It's empty, nothing, and assign it to a variable called blist. And we use a for loop to loop this list, and then you got each item, and we convert the item from the string to the number int, and then you got the number, like for example number 5. You want to add it into the blist, and we use a method called append, and then you put it in the blist. And after that, we are doing the same thing. We just change the A list to the B list. And what I want you to do, just do it exactly what I did here. And once you are done, please leave me a comment. It looks like everyone is done. Not everyone, but yeah. Let's just do it.
Ready? Go!
Okay.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Mission completed.
All right. We are going to just change one more thing. After that, we are good to go. So I don't want the hardcode this string. Okay, I don't want to hardcode this part, like 5, 6, 22, 35, 28, and 1. So what am I going to do? We just like, I want the input. So you just change to input, like this, input, and we will run it again. And I will have just 5, 6, 7, 22, and 35, any number, but just have the commas to split them. 33 and 99, 101 and 22, something like this, and I hit enter. It should do the job. Just swap them in, have all of them. So you are going to just change this step, put the input function, and then test your program, see it work or not. You can swap your string, your input string, and it will be descending like 101, 99, 45, 43, 22, and 21, 7, 6, 5. Okay? And that's what I want you to do. Just change the input. And if you're done, and that's it for today. And thank you so much for everyone to join our class. And I hope you can enjoy it. And at the meantime, you can just try to remove these commas into a space. And when you put this one, instead of using the commas, you can use space and see it work or not. So you can still split them with the space, but I'm not going to do it. I will leave you to explore this function and use a space instead of commas. But the first thing is like we still use commas here, and see if you can do exactly what I did here. If you are done, let me know and put it on the chat box if you are done. And that's it for today. Thank you so much. And if you have any question, just jump up to the Zoom and see if I can help you or not. But try to not spam me, okay? I hate spamming.